Guys, this is Egan. I'm going to be talking about cuisine a17. I started detailing, and the reason I skipped over a15 was because that was a very small play test, and the reason I skipped over a16 was because that was an internal version, and I just wanted to skip it so my file names were consistent. In a17, we really just play tested the general theme of the map, so I started doing some basic texture work just so I know that it's battling restaurant franchises with neutral construction going on in the middle, and that's what would be supplying the jacks, the bombs. Would be there'll be like mining supplies up here, and then maybe this will be like a hatch that opens to a mine down in here. So I've already made the displacements here, but eventually I'll remake the displacement so that there's like a hole, and then you can see through like some pipes, but it'll be block bullet over top of the pipes, that there'll be like a mining shaft going on down underneath there. Just so you go, okay, well, mining or neutral mining company is doing mining in the middle of two battling restaurant franchises, and then they take to the streets with the dynamite that the mining company left. Maybe it's 5 p.m. or something, and they went home or whatever. So you take their dynamite, and then you just go and battle the restaurant franchise out of the kitchen or something. I'll make some pun, out of the kitchen into the fryer or whatever. So yeah, in the next version I still haven't detailed the back spawns, but that's just because I feel like I should do something extra special with the spawn area as opposed to the rest of the map, which can be kind of generally TF2 detailed. So yeah, A17 was really just playtesting this top route and how well it worked. So we made it so that it was easier to push into the last point, and also so you can bypass the choke, and I would call this the medium route because it has 2 medium ammo and health, and also because it's the medium between the choke and the long route. So we did find that in the second round of this playtest of A17, the red team, they had 3 engineers, and they all built level 3 sentry guns, and as a blue guy, it was really hard to push into 3 level 3 sentry guns. And you could say, well, yeah, you could say that about any symmetrical small scale map like King of the Hill. Imagine if 3 guys on Viaduct went and built level 3 sentry guns protecting mid. It would be a bit hard to push into that. Yeah, probably. Even like a 5 CP map, it'd probably be hard to push into 3 level 3 sentry guns as well as other players. So yeah, you can see that they have 3 engineers now. But we found that, well, I was thinking, I guess I should say, even though that is probably not going to happen that often, and it's probably just going to be hard to push into no matter what, I should try to, accommodate that inevitability of a Valve server. So I ended up putting in A18 a small health pack up here, mostly from the feedback request of Chin. So good idea, Chin, to put a small health pack up in here just so that if you get caught in fire by a flare, or you just want to retreat without going into more line of sight through into medium to grab the health pack, you could just retreat back up through here and grab a small health pack. I think Mystic Cheese also suggested that this would be like a perfect place for a small health and ammo, but I ended up putting it up here just so it was more in a combat scenario and it wasn't so awkward. You didn't have to jump to it, because a new player probably doesn't know how to crouch jump. So it's just on the ground over here in the next version. So yeah, let me just, so let's see, Mystic Cheese was probably talking about it right now. Where's Mystic Cheese? There, that was probably him. No, I have no idea. Anyway, let's go up into A18 because, yeah, I really didn't do a lot of changes up into A18. I really just added that small health pack up in the top route, and then I detailed more of the map. So even though we've got the texture theme and the scheme going on, I wanted to do, well, let's just say in A18 I've got 80% of the textures done and probably actually like 30% of the detailing done, which was a lot more than I was expecting to do, but it's good because it sets up the base for the super custom content at the end, like the big signs of blue bass and red ribeye. So there'll be big those incandescent. I don't know what those are called. Those signs. What are those called? They're not incandescent. They're like there's some specialized light term. I don't know what it's called, but it's not fluorescent. It's something else. Anyway, let me go spectator, and so yeah, it's battling franchises. So it's this sign. So it'll be a custom sign, but so it won't be the Soho. It's temporarily Soho just because I wanted to have a placeholder up there. But there'll be a sign up there, and it'll say blue bass over here, and it'll say red ribeye on the red side. And so it's just a placeholder that I've had this here. I don't want to like step on the toes of the past district map. You know, it kind of, I don't know if it's convenient, but all these pastime maps kind of take place in a city or something. So I don't know what the official lore of pastime is, but it might be convenient that this also takes place in a city. Just, I don't know what their plans are for pastime. I don't know what the story is, but anyway, so there's Neutral Mining Company. I think it's called Imperial Mining Company, and they have just jacks for, eventually I'll make this a hatch and I'll have a mining shaft underneath here. But you can see that maybe they're using jacks for mining or whatever. And so a jack will drop here and you'll go pick it up and you'll just battle the enemy restaurant franchise by taking it to their capture point. And eventually I'll probably put like a displacement underneath here of like ribeyes or something, just like steak displacement underneath here, so you actually go and blow up the enemy steak or the blue fish. I've also added this little texture just from the respawn room visualizer of pastime of, so if you actually do get back to your own point, you go, okay, you don't take the pass jack here, you go to the enemy point. So, but yeah, this is really, let me just do like a fly through of the map. So I've put the boat way out there. I got this neutral. It took a while to get some decent lighting and texture work going on. Oh, I put a little orange. Oh, I guess that's something I did too, is I extended the side of here just so you can, you get a little bit more space to push into last. Same, likewise, they also can probably see your feet more when you're standing in there, but it just gives you more ability to shoot in. And it's orange because eventually this will be like a furnace, but I just wanted to have some sort of landmarky thing. You go, oh, they're at orange, and you go, orange, and then that's where this is. Eventually it'll be like a furnace. So I've started detailing like this will be like tiled floor kitchen, and so this would be like dining room, go into the kitchen, and then you go into like the shipping department. I've even put like a light glow back over here so it like shimmers as you see it. So there'll be, yeah, so this will be like there's a big crane and it's just picking up things and moving on to the boat, because this will be like the Blue Bass franchise. It's a really big boat for just a food franchise. Maybe I'll even size down the boat, like the model scale of it, because I sized down the sign and the, or I've sized up the sign, I've sized down the crane, which I thought was a custom texture or a custom model, but it's actually in the game. I didn't know that. And also what's kind of cool is if we do wireframe 3, I have made sure that when you're down below the height of the buildings, you don't see past them in visibility, you know? So you can see here, when I'm here, I only really render the crane and the sign. It's only when I go past that you actually render things. And I have made sure that you, while you can see over the barrier here, you can't shoot past the barrier. There's a big block bullet across here. But yeah, going into A18 and then beyond that, it's really just testing this small health pack up in the top route, or the long route. And testing balance. It's really nearing the end of its development, other than detailing. So I'll do basic detailing videos next, I think, just because. Oh, and I've also added the pastime goal holder. I think that's the wrong texture, but I think I'm supposed to like fit the texture, but it's tiled for some reason on my map. So yeah, this is it, I guess. This is kind of like nearing the end of the development of Cuisine, starting to detail it. So those are placeholder signs. Eventually they'll be replaced by red ribeye but it'll be facing like that way, so you can see that this will be kind of in a city, and it's 2 battling restaurant franchises. So yeah, I'll just be really playtesting A18 as much as I can, and A19 and A20 as much as I can, and eventually I'll do beta, and we'll just do like final balance playtesting. So it should be good from here on out. Like, it feels really, like, I don't know what to say, you know? Do I say, oh, I'm looking forward to the playtests? Like, I guess I am, but like, you know, it's really just like detail playtests. Anyway, so that's what's going on. It feels more concrete. It feels like it's set up better. I put in a lot of like temporary lighting down here. You can see like there's a spot, or there's a point light right here, but there's only one spotlight right here, etc. So a lot of this is temporary, and I'll have to put in the details afterwards. But that was kind of the point, was just to have a general theme to work off of for the detailing, etc. Like with the whole spawn room area. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's it. See ya.